Now if you see the level of this pond, that's the level of the water table. And if you see on the other side of that fence over there, where the houses are, that's like 3 foot, maybe 4 foot lower than this water table level of the type of this pond. That's the original development that was built in the 90s, 80s and 90s. This is brand new. They raised this whole development up 3-4 feet higher, okay, than the land around it, because all that forest over there is flooded underwater. That hasn't been filled, obviously. But these ponds, all this fill, is what everything's built on here. Well, what's not fair is my family has the houses over there, okay, which is 3 to 4 foot lower than where I'm standing. And see that water? That water is almost the same height as where my family's house is on the other side. So last year we had big rains and floods here, really bad. And these ponds are almost full. From weeks they were full. And the water was over the road down there. And this is like inland. This is in by Daytona, Flagler area. It's about 10 miles from the ocean, but there's rivers back there. But you can see where the water table is, right? So how are developers allowed to sell land that's underwater? There was real property law that says you couldn't sell land that was underwater. And that woods is full of water for months, like more than half the year. So somebody somewhere made a deal. This is typical of Florida. This isn't just here. There's a giant one, Jimmy Buffett, and they're building this giant 5,000 units on the other side of that woods. It's like hundreds and hundreds of acres of the same little, these Florida houses. Like they're like 10 foot apart. Everyone has the same house. They get the same car. They look like Barb and Kenny, and I want to say, what's it? Barb and Ken. I'm sorry. Everyone sits in their house and watches TV and on air conditioning on their pensions from New York or wherever. And you're not allowed to have a boat. You can't have a dirt bike. You can't work on your car in the dry. It sucks. I couldn't live here. I don't know. I can't do it, man. I'm sorry. I'm too much of a hick redneck. I gotta have boats, and I gotta work on stuff. I can't live like that. Okay. So anyway, it's like Plasticville, you know. I mean, it's nice places. Don't get me wrong, but just not my cup of tea. All right. Peace out.